The climate emergency is a race we are losing, but it is also a race we can win. My co-founders and I came up with this idea because we've continuously observed how rising sea levels causes severe water floodings in our communities. At Tindo Credits, we are using the artificial intelligence and Internet of Things hardware to verify sustainable climate-smart projects.
Our business is very simple. We sell geopolymer concrete. And today, I'm here to introduce to you this. It's called a geopolymer concrete, a low-emission and energy-efficient alternative to traditional concrete.
The fuel for cooking we are offering is briquettes, recycled from waste. They burn longer, they are smokeless, making them safer, and they are environmentally sustainable.
Our project is a national project and it targets areas 4 and 5, and these are the areas that are marked in orange and in yellow.
With the eco-smart agriculture that we're conducting in the area, we expect 50% growth in the number of people practicing eco-smart agriculture. That will go along with 50% growth with people practicing agribusiness in the area.
In Ghana, the unit cost of electricity is 6 cents per kilowatt hour, yet Ghanaians are complaining. In fact, the average Cape Verdean pays more for electricity per household than a citizen in Europe. We've developed a beautiful solution that takes away this pain, and we have the traction.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please join us and let's build a continental movement for seed sovereignty.
I want all of us to appreciate Tindo Credits. Tindo Credits, all the way from Nigeria, you have been amazing. All the way from Ghana, please. Shaheen, Kenya, excellent. Yes. And to help me, this is Ghana, all the way from Thank you so much, Shaheen.
I'm very delighted to be here with the young people here who represent the various countries in African continent. I've seen the energy, I've seen the positive vibes here, and most importantly, the various ideas that they have put forth. And as young adults, they're thinking about it, they're working at it, they're looking at what the future that they would like to inherit in years to come. They're very brilliant ideas, and I would like to congratulate the winners. But for me, each one of them were ambassadors of the change to respond to the climate change challenges that we've seen. I saw the collaborations, I saw the competitions were good, I saw the commitment, and I also saw the innovations.
The best thing about this is that I'm proud to have had more than 100 young people come from different African countries and to work with them for the last 3 days to co-create one of the most strongest and amazing declarations that we've done in the African continent. We've just also seen through the Green African Youth Organization the innovations that have been done by African youth. I was so impressed to see a young person from Uganda walking home with $10,000, and I hope that we can be able to continue doing certain things and we can continue empowering young people. And how do we shift the funding paradigm, and how do we continue supporting young Africans who are working on building sustainable projects and continue funding them so they can be able to create that sustenance and build a huge empowerment platform for their people in the society.
Today marked the climax of a 6-month program that we've been running, which is the Africa Climate Innovation Challenge, which Gaio launched in May. And through this challenge, we received so many applications and almost about 700 applications. And today, we had a competent jury that judged 10 top applicants. And then they awarded 5 out of that.
So we started the ACIC back in 2022, where we had a regional focus on Ghana, and we were able to reach only around 10-15 projects. And this year we've kind of like scaled up our impact. So we're able to have more than 600 applications throughout the African continent. We're able to reach more than 24 African countries. So we're able to have a much bigger impact.
So last year, the African Climate Innovation Challenge was focused mainly on solutions for Ghana. But this year we tried to scale it up a bit. And we also took advantage of our network in other African countries. So we had participants from Madagascar, from Uganda, from Nigeria, even from Ghana and other parts of the region as well.
So many different categories have appeared to be very critical, and one thing that was really also inspiring is how young the people are, and also how many young women that are also championing climate action.
I think the Africa Climate Innovation Challenge is important because we really need to harness the potential that comes with young people. When you look at the African Union, specifically Agenda 2063, Aspiration 6, it talks about in Africa, whose development shall rely on the potential of its people, especially its youth and its women. Therefore, this is what we are saying. When we look at young people that have the potential, that have the innovative ideas, but lack funding to be able to take their innovative ideas to the next level.
And I think it's quite very important that youth are involved in these climate change crises, and they're taking the center stage in addressing these issues. Scaling these initiatives through youth entrepreneurships, it's very important. Again, looking into mobilizing finances, creating programs that could enable youth to actually explore their potentials and actually address the issues of climate challenge in Africa. So I believe that the African Climate Week has brought together a number of these youth, and they're doing quite a good job in terms of addressing these climate crisis issues.
So far good, we've been able to be part of the finalists for the African Climate Innovation Challenge, and also we came out as one of the winners of the prize money. So with that, we are inspired to build more sustainable buildings now. And with my experience with the conference and everything so far, I've learned a lot. I've met a lot of guys who are also in the sustainability space.
Being one of the winners on this innovation challenge, we are very grateful and very happy to know that we are doing something right, and we hope to do better in the future.
Getting funding for startups in climate tech is quite difficult in Africa. But this opportunity that has presented itself, and me being one of the winners that won this amount of money, is going to really go a long way in actually establishing Minaji Energy and the tidal wind turbine to actually make an impact in Africa, because that is what we are supposed to do.
Being here is a very big milestone achieved, emerging as the top winner of this particular challenge. And it is definitely critical that with this challenge or with this platform, I'll be able to advance in terms of operations, in terms of creating much more impact to the work that I'm doing in the communities.
So as a partner, we have realized over the years that there are so many Africans with brilliant ideas who want to do amazing things on the African continent, but some of them don't have the expertise, they don't know where to go for funding, they don't know how to pitch even. So that's where we at Start.Up Lounge come in to help them with how to pitch, help them with market entry solutions. We also help them in preparing to meet with investors. We at Start.Up Lounge also help them meet with potential investors as well.
And when we empower young people like that, it means that we're also creating a pool for young people to contribute towards economic development. Therefore, we need to continue promoting entrepreneurship so that instead of waiting for a job, young people can create jobs for themselves, and they can create jobs for other youth from across the continent.
It's time the adult must sit up and listen to these ideas and work and act. So the time to act is now.
Moving on forward for the ACIC, we expect to have much more support from our partners, from our stakeholders, from our sponsors that have supported us so much up to this point to be able to ramp up the climate action that the many young people on the African continent are ready to actually implement.
For us here, the end game is that we want to create a platform that encourages young people to dream, young people to implement projects, young people to find themselves in positions that really matter. We want to encourage young people, but ultimately we want to also create a platform that can help us shift funding to Global South.
I call on all youths in African countries to join us on this journey to showcase their innovations. We are not just the future, but the now and tomorrow.
I call upon every young person to scan their environment, to scan their communities, and provide solutions.
And in collaboration with the stakeholders that we work with, it is going to go a long way in helping us be the force that we know we are and we're going to be in Africa.